in this mountain.
It is day 49. In this video, we're going to
We all dream about it, right? That one video, the one upload that changes everything, that takes you from 0 to 1 million subscribers. You've all seen all those thumbnails, how I got 100k subscriber in 30 days. They make it look so easy, like there's some secret formula you just haven't cracked yet. But what if I told you that for the bigger creators you look up to, that overnight success was actually years in the making? What if the real story wasn't magical, but a slow, grinding, and honestly invisible journey? The truth behind the success is something most people never see. A story of failure, frustration, 1,000 of hours of work that nobody applauds. Today we are pulling back the curtain and busting the most dangerous myth in content creation. The idea of instant success is just so tempting. It's a highlight reel, a perfectly crafted story our culture loves to tell. We see the victory lap, the creators unboxing the gold play button, the new article about a startup getting acquired after one viral video. Take Dollar Shave Club. Most of you remember the legendary 2012 launch video. It was hilarious, it was bold, and it was so viral that it got 12,000 orders in the first 48 hours. On the surface, perfect, overnight success story. But here's what that viral moment completely hides: the work that came before. Founder Mike W. has spent 8 years training in improv and comedy. That's why his delivery felt so natural. He already had a background as a digital producer. Him and his director didn't just wing it. They spent months planning the shoot, cutting 4-page script down into the 90 seconds masterpiece. That virality wasn't an accident. It was years of honed skills meeting a brilliant plan. The success wasn't the video was the result of years of unseen work. And we see this pattern again and again and again. The media hypes up the explosion because it's a better story, but ignores the long, slow burn that made it possible. And this is where the real problem starts for new creators. You see someone else's highlighted reel. You compare the 1000th video to your first one, and you instantly feel like you're failing. You feel behind, like you are missing something. That feeling is born from a myth. And there's no bigger example than MrBeast. Today, Jimmy Dawson is a giant. His name is basically synonymous with YouTube success. People see him and think ultimate overnight success story. But calling him an overnight success is probably the biggest misinterpretation of a creator's journey. Jimmy uploaded his first YouTube video in February 2012, when he was just 13 years old. For years, he did what most of us do. He made Let's Play Minecraft video, Call of Duty. He made videos guessing how much other YouTubers were worth. He rarely even appeared on camera. By mid-2016, after 4 straight years of uploading, he had about 30,000 subscribers. Think about that. 4 years, for most people, that's an eternity. That's thousands of hours spent filming, editing, uploading pretty much into the void. It wasn't until 2017, a full 5 years after he started, that he had his first viral moment, with his counting to 100,000 video. That video took him 40 hours to film. That was the spark. But that spark only caught fire because he spent 5 years building the foundations, learning the platform, and just refusing to quit. What we see as his beginning in 2017 was actually the result of half a decade of grinding in total obscurity. Steve Jobs said it best: most overnight success took a long time. MrBeast's stories isn't about instant fame, it's about relentless, long-term perseverance. I know that feeling of frustration because I lived it. When I first started, I was completely stuck. It was an overnight success trap. I spent 40 hours on a single video, putting my soul into the script, the edit, the thumbnail. I publish it, expecting the algorithm to see my genius and reward me with views. And then crickets. 10 views, 20, and let's be honest, most of them were probably from my mom. It is a crushing feeling. You start questioning everything. Is my content just bad? Is my voice annoying? Why is this working for them and not for me? I was on the verge of quitting more times than I can count. I see other channels in my niche just taking off and the comparison was brutal. I feel like I was shooting into the void. That's the dark side of creating that nobody talks about. My turning point wasn't a viral video, it was a mental shift. I was realizing I was measuring my progress with the wrong ruler. I was obsessed with the outcome, the views, the subs, and completely ignoring the process. I was treating YouTube like a lottery, just hoping my number would be called. But the creators who actually make it, they don't treat it like a lottery, they treat it like a craft. That's when I understood every failed video wasn't a failure, it was a lesson, it was data, it was practice, it was one more rep in the gym. The goal isn't to make one perfect video that goes viral. The goal is to make 100 videos, then 200, and get just a little bit better each time. The success you see in others isn't luck, it's the compounding interest of showing up day after day, especially when no one is watching. And I gotta ask you, what's been your biggest struggle in this journey so far? What's the frustration that's been eating you up? Drop it in the comments below because I guarantee you're not alone in the feeling this way. And talking about it is how we build a real community. So if overnight success is a myth, what is the real path? It's about building your channel on a mindset that's way less glamorous but infinitely more powerful. First, consistency. You gotta be willing to show up and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's not about one heroic 80 hours editing session. It's about building small, sustainable habits that you can keep up for years, not just weeks. The creators who last don't just create when they feel inspired. They create because it's on the schedule. They build system, they plan ahead, and that consistency creates an unstoppable momentum. Second, you gotta learn to embrace being bad at first. Your first 100 videos, they are not for your audience, they're just for you. That's your filming school. That's where you find your voice, sharpen your editing skills, and figure out what you generally love to make. So many creators are paralyzed by the fear of not being perfect, so they never even start. But here's the truth, the only way to get good is to be willing to be bad at first. Failure isn't just an option, it's a requirement. And that brings me to the third lesson. Redefine what success even means. If your only metric is a viral video, you're setting yourself up for a world of pain. Shift your focus from the illusion of a sudden win to the reality of the journey. Celebrate the small victories. Finishing a tough edit, getting through a comment, mastering a new skill. Real success on this platform isn't just a subscriber count, it's building a community, no matter how small. It's becoming a better storyteller, a better communicator. The journey is the reward. At the end of this day, the overnight success story isn't just a harmless fantasy, it's a destructive lie. It robs creators of their patience and their joy. It makes us feel inadequate for simply being on the exact same path every successful person has to walk, a long one. The sudden rise you see from your favorite creator was built on a foundation of unseen work, late nights, early mornings, and 1,000 moments of doubt where they wanted to quit but didn't. That is not luck, that's a quiet strength. So if you're out there right now grinding away, feeling like you're getting nowhere, I want you to remember this: you're not behind, you're not failing, you are in the process. You are doing the work that everyone who's ever made it had to do. The only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that one group just keep going. Stay in the game, trust the process, your time will come. And if this message hits home for you and you want more honest conversation, you can check the next video where I teach you my strategy to fix burnout.